So if you're wondering what the easiest way to sand drywall without making a mess or without making any dust, this is by far the best setup. I'm using a Festool vacuum here with a Festool sander for drywall. It's got the light on the head. It's got an adjustable suction feature there that I was just touching to adjust how much it sucks itself to the ceiling. That helps with alleviating some of the pressure on your arms and shoulders. I have an attachment on there that allows me to use this on this 9-foot ceiling here. It's super smooth. It runs super easy. It's easy to set up, and it leaves extremely nice finish. Here I'm just sanding for the first coat or after the first coat, and I'm using, I think, 180 grit sandpaper, and as you can see, there's hardly any dust that's coming out of this machine. Still wearing a mask for protection because of all the fine dust that still might be flying in the air. But if you don't want to make any mess, picking up one of these machines is the way to go. This is how professionals get a super smooth finish, and this is how a professional should be doing their jobs, especially if they're doing projects where people already live in the house. And in order to keep things nice and clean and to avoid having a big mess everywhere. This machine here is probably the top of the line one. You don't have to get this specific brand. There's other brands out there. However, I prefer to use this. This brand here has always done well for me. And then when you're done sanding, you could just remove the vacuum vacuum bag from inside and throw it out in the garbage. And it's a super easy cleanup as well. Now, I think this video is about 5 minutes long, which is the amount of time that it takes me to sand out this small room. This floor in this brand new house is approximately 1,000 square feet, and I can sand this entire floor, walls and ceilings in about half an hour, maybe even less, depending on how fast I'm moving. In the past, sanding with a pole sander, you could still get a great finish. You can get right into the corners on the first pass, etc. However, it would leave a mess everywhere, dust all over your clothes and your hair and your eyes, and dust all over the house. And it's just not as practical as these newer machines that have come out and evolved over the years. So if you're thinking of doing your basement, or if you're thinking of finishing your house yourself, or if you're thinking of getting into the trade, these are the types of things that you would need to get in order to take your work to the next level. And it's important to do these things and to take it seriously, because we should be having pride in the work that we do, and leaving a perfect finish so that the customer can be happy is the best advertisement and the best thing that you could do for your business. Now, I know I mentioned that with this tool, you can pretty much fly through a whole floor or through a room in 5 minutes, and that's important depending on what you're trying to accomplish. However, for me, I'm at the point in my career now where I'm not rushing, I'm not flying through things, although I'm moving at a pretty decent pace here, making sure to go back over something and to look closely to make sure that things are sanded properly, make sure things are finished properly, taking that time to go over your work multiple times is important. That's the way that professionals can get their work to be as perfect as possible, and those are the things that make your work stand out from others. And if you're struggling to find work, or if you're struggling to get referrals or word of mouth and clients, that might be the difference in you being busy all the time and you not being busy. So take your time with these machines, with the tools that are available, and try and do the best job possible.